Gardens have always been places in which we negotiate our relationship with nature. This is a very personal relationship, but also as societies, gardens have expressed our ideals and dreams of our relationship with nature. So Garden Futures, a 5-year travelling exhibition, traces that relationship across space and across time and wonders, how do we relate to nature today in the garden?
Gardens actually manifest the ideals of societies across time. But we need to understand, and that is something that we try to address in the exhibition, that all these ideals have been heavily shaped by all kinds of interests, both commercial but also political and personal.
We're a design museum, so we look at not just at the garden itself, but also at the objects from the garden and in the garden. The tools that we use to dig in the earth or prepare the garden, the furniture that we relax in the garden with, or the many objects around the garden that we use to make ourselves comfortable in it. So one of the inspirations was the Piet Oudolf Garden that opened on the Vitra campus in 2020, and it started to inspire us how to think about gardens and what they mean for us, and also how they are designed. It's interesting to look at what a garden has been historically, because if you look into a dictionary, you will often find the garden being defined as something that's an enclosed space by a fence or a hedge. It's always something in which we sort of fence ourselves off and create our own version of nature. But as you trace that relationship over time, perhaps today a garden is a much more porous place, not so much a place anymore where we protect ourselves from nature, but perhaps where also nature or animals can be protected from human impact.
So I think design can learn a lot from gardens. Unlike designed objects in architecture, gardens are never finished, and gardens are always also places where we can test things, we can experiment, we can do nothing, which is also very important. But gardens are also places of learning, of education, where we need to learn from the conditions from other than human beings, and I think that could help the design discipline as a whole to develop a better future.